For what it's worth, the color is a bright green across most Asian markets, and the anticipation is that we'll be in step. We'll start off positive. I'll get the implied open up for you. There we go. 80 points pop is what that level is suggesting. But what about individual stocks? So, well, let's straight away get to the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks to watch this morning. Our team is standing by. Guys, morning to all of you. And Vivek, let me kick it off with you. Congratulations. You got that NTPC story bang on. And indeed, the IPO of the renewable energy arm is finally happening.
Well, absolutely right. In line with what we reported a couple of days ago, NTPC's 100% wholly owned subsidiary, that is NTPC Green Energy Limited, has gone ahead and filed the DRHP to go ahead and launch an IPO. Now, as per the DRHP, NTPC Green is looking to raise close to 10,000 crore via a fresh issue of shares. What is the company raising 10,000 crore for? As per the DRHP, there will be a repayment of close to 7,500 crore that will be used for debt repayment for its subsidiary, that is NTPC Renewable Energy. Now, talking about the FY24 financials, revenues of close to 1,960 crore and operating EBITDA of close to 1,750 crore and a profitability of close to 345 crore is what this particular subsidiary, that is NTPC Green, did. What is it that they have in terms of capacity? 3.3 gigawatt of capacity is what they have, and the company actually has a plan to go ahead and commission close to 20 gigawatt of capacity by FY27. So very strong pipeline as far as the capacity is concerned, and NTPC will be able to unlock value. Markets were knowing it, and the management also had guided for this particular development at the end of the Q1 call.
All right, take that point, Vivek. NTPC will be the stock, and congratulations once again for getting that story right as well. But let's talk about the alco bev companies. You have seen a big rally in a lot of these alco beverage companies for the last many trading sessions, and now we know the reason why. It was expected, and now it's formalized and passed by the Andhra Pradesh State Cabinet, where they've approved a new liquor policy which starts from the 1st of October for the next couple of years. And this is a policy that facilitates retail sale of liquor by private players, and also price of select liquor brands will be brought down to 99 rupees per quarter. Positive for a lot of these mass brands and not just the P&A brands itself. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, we did have the management of Tilak Nagar Industries join us. Remember, they get almost 50% of their sales from Andhra, Telangana, 30% coming in from Andhra. They said that if the new excise policy in Andhra is announced, volumes can grow by 8 to 10% compounded over the next 5 years in this geography itself. We spoke to analysts as well, and they've said that Andhra policy can actually grow volumes by 7 to 8% for alco bev players for the next couple of years at least. And FY26 itself, there could be a volume growth of 14 to 15% for beer and 10 to 12% for prestige and above players as well. Is that in the price? Well, who's to say? Because if you look at it, over the last 1 month, United Spirits is up 10%, Tilak Nagar up 32%, players like Radico and Global Spirits up anywhere between 33 and 51% itself. So a large part of that was expected, but going forward, going into the festive season, etc. as well, we can see some green in all of these liquor stocks continue. But talking about one confirmed story from Vivek to another one from Rachna. Rachna, you spoke about Nazara Tech going ahead and increasing, the funds or adding to their fundraise portfolio, and they've done that.
That's right, Mangalam. It is a CNBC-TV18 News Break confirmed. We had reported earlier in the day yesterday that the company is looking to raise funds via a preferential issue, and that's exactly what the company announced later in the day. This is a 900 crore fundraise, and as per the company statement, these funds will be allocated towards more acquisitions. Now, the company had recently acquired and actually made the biggest acquisition with Pokerbazi just last week, and it was on our channel that Nitish Mehta Sen confirmed that funds from this fundraise will be allocated towards a part of a payment for that particular transaction. Apart from that, the company has now announced hiking of their stake in their subsidiary Sportskeeda. Now the company holds about 91% in Sportskeeda after acquiring 20% more yesterday at a value of about 145 crore 45 crore rupees. But that's not all. From what we've learned from our sources is that they're further trying to acquire and foray into the offline entertainment and games business along with publishing business. So these are the new sectors within the gaming sector that we could see Nazara entering in the near future.
Okay, quite interesting. Thank you very much for that, Rachna. Let's head across to Vamakshi now. She's watching out for a bunch of stocks, including, I think, GE, T&D, IREDA, and Allcargo as well. So that's a big list. Take it away, Vamakshi.
Well, good morning, Surbhi. Let me first start off with GE T&D. The promoters, Grid Equipments and GE Grid Alliance, have announced a proposed OFS. Keep in mind that the company back in August had intimated that the promoters were reviewing the shareholding structure to simplify the holding structure of the company. The promoters have announced that they will be looking to offload nearly 11.7% stake. They also have an option to upsize this stake sale by almost 3.9% to 15.6%. in case of oversubscription. The floor price for this has been determined at 1,400 per share, which is coming in at a steep discount of 18% to the closing price yesterday. The OFS opens for non-retail investors today and for retail investors tomorrow. But given that it is coming at a sharp discount to the closing price yesterday, and the stock itself is trading at premium valuations, going with a red for GE T&D. The next stock that I'm watching out for is IREDA. The government has approved dilution of up to 7% equity in the company via QIP. Keep in mind that the company had received an in-principle nod to raise 4,000 crores back in August, and the government currently owns around 75% stake in the company. So given the stake dilution, going with a red for IREDA. Allcargo Logistics, on the other hand, is expected to see a positive start to the trading session today, and that is because the August less than container load volume is down nearly 1.1% month on month, but up nearly 5% YOY. The volumes are expected to remain upbeat till the third quarter of this calendar year. They also witnessed an increase in volume for LCL in Latin America, Europe and Middle East. Container utilization, on the other hand, has also seen a good improvement on the back of increase in volumes. August FCL, that is the full container load volumes, were up nearly 4% month on month, 10% YOY, and this is the highest ever monthly volume that has been posted. So given those developments, going with the green for Allcargo.
All right, take those points. Mamashi, thank you so much for that. Vivek, let's wrap it up with all the other stocks that are in the news this morning.
Well, that's right. Quite a few stocks on the back of news flow that will remain in focus. First up, Power Grid. The company has emerged as a successful bidder under the BOOT model, that is a build, own, operate, transfer model. This is to establish an interstate transmission system in Rajasthan. So from a substation in Madhya Pradesh, there will be a transmission system that will be set up, and Power Grid has emerged as the lowest bidder over there. The second stock on the radar is Garden Reach Shipbuilders. On June 22nd, 2024, the company had received an order for 4 vessels from 2 German companies. Now, what's actually happened is that there has been a confirmation of another 4 fresh vessels that Garden Reach has received an order for. So the total order value is at close to $108 million, and this is something that will lead to a total multipurpose vessel capacity of 7,500 deadweight tonnage. Lastly, Restaurant Brands Asia will remain in focus. Yesterday, you saw a large block deal take place over there. So the promoter entity, that is QSR Asia, which is a part of Everstone Capital, sold close to 2.16% stake in the company at 105 rupees a share. The entire share, stake sold yesterday was picked up by Mirai Asset Mutual Fund. Remember, Everstone Capital held 15.33% in the company at the end of Q1.
All right, got that, Vivek. Thank you very much. So plenty of stocks on the radar. Let's quickly recap the list of stocks to watch, the ones that have positive news flow around them. Are NTPC, United Spirits, Radico Khaitan, Allcargo Logistics, Power Grid, Garden Reach Shipbuilders, and Restaurant Brand Asia. Stocks with negative news around them are Nazara and GE T&D, along with IREDA. Okay, so that is the stock-specific action we are watching out for. Let's look at the world of commodities now and how they have digested this 50 basis points rate cut. Manisha is joining in with the latest. Good morning, Manisha.
Thank you for that. To be well digested and done with. When you look at the gold prices, we did see a knee-jerk reaction. The gold price has hit an all-time high at $2,600 an ounce. But then you saw the dollar index and bond yields gain as the U.S. Fed started to give future guidance. So Powell did say that Fed is not in a rush to ease policy, and 50 basis points is not the new pace. And that really led to profit-taking, so much so that the gold prices fell $40 as Powell was speaking. But markets will now watch out for the Bank of England, Bank of Japan monetary policy meeting that is in this week as well. For gold, it also is about the Western investors buying it quite at quantity. Not just gold, that is exactly what we saw happen in the industrial commodities as well. So initially there was a run and a rush on the higher side, but after that the crude oil prices came off as well, and we saw prices decline 0.5% overnight, and that's exactly what the metal prices also did. Zinc slipped 1% overnight, so was the case with copper. Aluminum fell 0.5%. The markets this is a reaction to the Powell testimony, and also the Chinese data has been on the weaker side, and that started to take over as well.
Right, Manisha, thank you so much for that. We'll keep an eye out on all these developments out here. We'll take a short break for now. On the other side, we'll have Siddharth Khemka of Motilal Oswal Financial Services joining in for some fundamental stock ideas.